Hello, my chicklets. Thank you for stopping by. Today we will be reading day 6 in our Soulmate September event. This one is called The Sound of Rain. In this universe, you can feel the pain that your soulmate feels. Please do check the description as there will be a content warning. Virgil walked angrily down the road, his cheeks stinging from where he had smacked Roman in a brief moment of blinding frustration. Roman had once again been late to their date night, and Virgil's emotions had spiraled with worse and worse thoughts as he waited for his husband. He knew Roman couldn't be dead, because he would have felt any pain, but there were a lot of other ways to hurt someone. What if he had been kidnapped or was unconscious, or sick somewhere? Or maybe he was cheating. That probably hurt the worst, and Virgil was thankful that soulmates only shared physical pain. He didn't want Roman to know how much it hurt every time he was late, every time he made excuses about why he wasn't there on time. If he didn't want Virgil around, he should have just said so already. It was better than playing this yo-yo act. With a frustrated huff, Virgil sat on the bench, feeling the rainwater slowly fall down his face. Wasn't that just perfect? After this awful week, it was now raining, and he didn't even have an umbrella. The hoodie he had grabbed off the hook near the door wasn't waterproof either. Virgil cried out in anger and frustration, slumping in on himself. He could feel the cold water soaking his hoodie and chilling his bones. Maybe he should end it with Roman. Maybe soulmates weren't real and it was just some weird anomaly with the world. Maybe he was the problem. He had just slapped the man he loved, and that wasn't okay, no matter what he was going through. Virgil was broken out of his lament as he heard the sound of feet running against the wet pavement, stopping in front of him. It was either some stranger showing him pity or Roman. And Virgil really didn't want to listen if it was either of those people, but the person sat down next to him anyway, and Virgil heard the sound of the rainfall change. The rain was no longer falling on him, and the garish red pants told him it was Roman sitting next to him. He didn't want to talk to Roman. He didn't want to have this conversation. Surprisingly, though, for once in his life, Roman didn't talk. Roman didn't say anything. He didn't defend himself, didn't make up excuses, and Virgil was thankful for small miracles. Maybe he was being harsh, but Virgil felt hurt, betrayed, abandoned, and angry. Two of them just sat in silence, listening to the sound of the rain falling onto the umbrella. Normally that was a comforting sound, but this just felt empty and cold. Virgil curled his legs under him, fighting the urge to yell and scream and cry. He needed to calm down. It took a while. Virgil wasn't even sure how long, but he eventually whispered, "I can't keep doing this, Ro. I can't keep worrying over if you're late because you were kidnapped or because you don't want me or because something happened in the office. I need you to start telling me what's going on." "I know. I'm sorry. I messed up. I get so excited about projects I forget about everything else around me. I love you, Virgil, and I don't want to let you go. Can we, I don't know, is there a way that we can work this out?" "I don't know. It's not the first time this happened." I know. I do this a lot, don't I? But let's talk. What can we do about it?" "Because I can't stick to a schedule. I've tried many times before, and if I stop myself, I can't get the mojo back. Maybe we can come up with another idea?" His voice had taken off a soft, pleading tone. "Do you think you could pause long enough to send me a text message? Just communicate with me, tell me what's going on, and maybe try to spend more time with me?" Yeah, I could try that," he said with a nod, and Virgil could almost see the soft smile, but he wasn't willing to look up at Roman just yet. "I'll set an alarm, and maybe on the days I have to go into the office on the weekend, you can come with me. Bring your projects and we could be together, even though we are working on different things." Virgil could do that. His work was a lot more portable than Roman's was. "Okay, but you have to tell your boss if you have to come into the office on a weekend that you are only coming in one day a weekend. If we're together, I don't mind spending a long time at your office, but we still have to make sure we're taking care of the house, and I need you to help me there." Okay, yes. If that's what it takes, my darling Stormcloud, then that's what I'll do." Virgil could hear the excitement in Roman's voice. He knew that Roman was well-intentioned, and he wouldn't have been so worried about all of this, but it was hard not to worry. Virgil had been hurt before, back when he thought he didn't have a soulmate. "Sorry I slapped you. We will talk about that on another day. I'm not happy about it, but I can understand how you might have been really stressed at that moment. I shouldn't have disregarded your feelings. But I want payback." Virgil frowned. That was fair. He didn't like it, but he probably deserved it. He sighed and nodded softly, finally looking at Roman, who was handing him the umbrella. Virgil took it and tried to steady his breath as Roman pulled his arm back. He shut his eyes tight, but the slap never came. Instead, Roman cupped his cheek gently and pulled him into a kiss. "I love you, Virgil, and we can make this work. If our plans fall through, maybe we should talk to a professional, because I don't want to let you go." That finally broke Virgil out, all of his defenses slipping as he slid in closer to Roman. "Yeah, I don't want to lose you either. I'll try and communicate my needs better." "And I'll try to listen more." Roman wrapped his arms around Virgil, pulling him close. They once again fell into silence, listening to the rain, but this time there was a warmth in that sound. Thank you again for listening. This was The Sound of Rain. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a wonderful day.